Welcome back, everyone, to Deb Chanel's 48's World, where we discuss, recap, review soap operas. Today, we're going to be going over The Young and the Restless that aired on February the 21st, Tuesday of February. Okay, we're going to go right on into it. We have Phyllis. She comes over into the office and have small talk with Robbie. And then Jill, Ashley shows up and just busts the whole thing wide open. Okay. Then we go to Devon. Devon comes into GC Buzz to be there for Lily, his sister's interview that she's going to be doing on the show today. We got Jack. Jack is trying to call Jill, but he doesn't know about her health issues. She's not calling him back, and he's trying to figure out what is going on. We go to Hillary. Hillary sees Jack at the club, and she goes and have a little one-on-one talk with Jack about Devon. Jack asks Hillary what does she want from Devon. Okay. Kane is thanking Lily at Crimson Lights for letting Colin stay at their place for a while. She's saying, yes, honey, it's very temporary, so we need to figure this thing out sooner rather than later. We go to Esther. Esther and Billy are moving Colin's things out in boxes at the front door, y'all, at the Chancellor's estate. Without Colin's knowledge, of course. And Billy has changed the locks and gives Esther the keys to the new doors. I'm like, oh my God, of the house. Okay, we go to commercial, we come back. We have Jack is still making small talk with Hillary about Devon. Jack is telling Hillary, you can't ask people to forgive and forget. Hillary is giving Jack some advice now that he loves danger. And he's saying, hey, I love danger. I love living with it. It's consuming me at this time, just like she does sometimes as well. So it's like touche to both of them. They cut from the same cloth. Ashley comes in and busts, like I said, Phyllis and Robbie's little conversation they're having in the little lobby area of Jabot. She's just tearing really into Robbie, only because Robbie is young. He don't know how to defend himself, because not a real man would even have a woman come up and address him like a subordinate. Okay? And they know they need Robbie. So anyway, we go from that situation. We have Kane can't get any information from the hospital about Jill's condition, so he has to go visit her directly. Or that's what he's planning on doing today. He's telling Lily to have a great interview at GC Buzz, and he'll be thinking of her fondly. But he knows she's going to bust it out the park. Then we have Esther and Billy talking about losing Jill, but they come to the conclusion they're not going to lose her. The doorbell rings, and both of them thinks it's Colin. And Esther grabs one of Colin's golf clubs to swing and hit him with when she opens the door and sees Jack there. Yeah, she just don't know what to do with herself, so she blunders on out of the way. Then we have Jack says he's here to see Jill, and Billy tells Jack Jill had a heart attack and is at the hospital. Billy didn't tell Jack she doesn't have any money, though. He just tells him the deal is off, whatever they were working on. And Jack was okay with that. Her health comes first. Then we go to Colin. Colin is still trying to get into Jill's room, and he finally succeeds with his axe. Jill is still sedated very heavily, but Colin is hoping she hears him. He's apologizing to her about taking her money, causing her all this damage to her health and her family. Jill starts to move like she's trying to wake up from a deep sleep. When Esther comes in and catches Colin at her bedside, Esther threatens to go get a nurse to call the police and then have him escorted out the hospital. She leaves to just do that, but she's not really doing it. She's just faking the phone. Then we have Phyllis is telling Ashley she treated Robbie like a child, and that shouldn't have even been taking place. We go to Mariah. Mariah is telling Devon to stop putting himself around Hillary so much. It's not good for his health. Devon tells Mariah they're not divorced as of yet. When Hillary walks in to see Devon in the office. Commercial. We come back from commercial. We have Devon says he's good, and it's great to be back at GC Buzz. Hillary's telling Devon that she knows he hasn't signed the papers yet. Devon said he won't leave her penniless. Hillary is still telling Devon she don't want his money when Lily comes in and gives Lily a hug. Like, really? Lily tells Devon to divorce that hoe. He don't have to have second thoughts about it. We go to Billy. Billy arrives to the hospital, and Esther tells Billy that Colin was here, but she made him leave. He's saying kudos to her. for looking out for the fam. And the doctor comes in and Billy leaves the room. The doctor tells Jill she has to have a major life change. Colin goes to see Jack. More than likely for money for Jill. Jack tells Colin he knows she's in the hospital. He knows Colin has no power of attorney to negotiate on Jill's behalf. So Colin says Jill just needs more time. And Jack is confused. We go to commercial, we come back. Jack tells Colin Jill doesn't know you're here, does she? And he doesn't have the money to close the deal for her. Jack is telling Colin, what have you done? Really? Then Colin tells him what actually happened, and Jack is not surprised one bit. Ashley goes to apologize to Robbie about her outburst. Ashley tells Robbie she was not liking that he was talking to Phyllis. Sounds like Ashley's a little jealous to me. Okay? Then we have Lily telling Devon to sign the papers and just walk away. Devon says it's not that simple, and Devon walks away from Lily. We have Hillary comes and gives congrats to Lily and tells her about her way she got her position, this, that, and all, and throwing favoritism and nepotism all up in her face, this, that, and the third. And then Devon comes round and hears the lady arguing kind of loudly, and he asks the ladies to table the conversation until after the interview. Both women agree and they stop their arguing. Go to commercial, we come back. Devon and Lily are talking about Devon, telling her to relax and have a great interview. Devon asks about Kane and his whereabouts. Lily goes on to tell him does this, does that. Devon tells Lily she can give her some money to buy the company if that's what they really need because he's loaded. Lily says no way. She's not going to even consider or even think about that. He needs to keep his money for himself and use it appropriately. Then we have Jordan, the photographer, longtime friend of Lily, shows up to photograph her behind the scenes. And Lily and Jordan meets Hillary, and they both are admiring Lily's facial features and how great she has a nice presence with the camera, and the camera loves her. And Hillary is trying to throw some light shade. I'm like, wow. Then Jack finished up his talk with Colin when Ashley comes in to talk with him. Then the doctor is really telling Jill she would have to have a Mediterranean type diet. She has to participate in cardiac rehab, and she's going to be put on 3 medications for her heart. The doctor tells Jill, no, 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 alcohol. Jill is having a fit, okay? She got to have her cocktail here and there. But again, the doctor say no, 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 no. And she has to cut back on work. The doctor leaves, and Jill is telling Billy she could have sworn she heard Colin's voice. Then Billy says he kicked Colin out of a house, out the hospital, everything. Jill tells Billy he has no right to do that. She is still competent. At least she thinks she is anyway. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Lily is hugging Jordan. And Hillary believes that it's a story behind those two. And she pretty much wants to find out. And she makes the conversation piece towards Mariah to get her opinion. And Mariah doesn't believe her, and she just leaves her by herself. Okay. Then we go to Phyllis. Phyllis comes over to see Robbie, and she tells Robbie he's worth a lot more than how Ashley's treating him. Robbie remembers confronting Ashley in the past, okay, when she pretty much had a nervous breakdown, and he was comforting her. Then we have Ashley and Jack are talking about Colin, and hopefully he can get the money to buy Jack's shares in Fenmore's, so they could pretty much get rid of the whole thing that he tried to start with them. But it is what it is. Then we have Colin and Kane are meeting at the club and are having small talk about where he's going now, what he's going to do with the situation he has found himself in. Then we go to the last fighter scene where Billy doesn't understand why Jill is pulling rank on him, what he's done with Colin. But Jill wants to see her husband, and that's the end of the story. She don't really care what Billy feels at this point in time. She wants her husband. She still plans on being married to her husband, his flaws and all, and she wants him to find him ASAP. I said, okay, girl, you ain't dead yet, because you still know about that ding-a-ling and that man that loves you. Okay, he might ain't trustworthy with the money, but he really does love you in some quirky way. Okay, y'all, that was The Young and the Restless that aired on Tuesday, February the 21st. Hope y'all enjoy it. We'll talk with y'all very soon for the next episode. Thanks. Bye bye.